It was a beautiful day on the island of Sodor. Emily was just chuffing into the station when she saw...
James.
Oh, Emily. You won't believe what's happened to me. So there I am on the platform, elegantly steaming myself, when suddenly a passenger drops his tea on my running board. My paintwork, ruining my splendid paintwork.
Well, serves you right for trying to show off making a lot of steam.
You just don't understand my problems, Emily.
And you don't seem to know how to stop in front of tar wagons.
Pah. Here's James. See, perfect entrance and not a scratch on my wheels.
You're such a show-off. Any engine could break like that.
Well, at least I'm not pulling around dirty cars like you. And another thing, I'll have you know that my braking is so elegant. No one... Oh no. Well, James, you're very lucky. You didn't hit anything, but your front wheels will have to be mended. I'm truly sorry, sir. Oh, I know you are. In the meantime, though, I'm going to need another engine. Emily, can you take this train for me, please?
Of course, sir.
And so, Emily eagerly backed into the station and waited for her passengers to go inside. The guard blew his whistle, and Emily began her journey. She gave the passengers a very smooth ride, and by the time they got to the station, they were singing her praises. Such a smooth ride, so elegant. I love her green paint. A few days later, here's James.
Oh, hi, James. How was the works?
Oh, it was lovely. The workmen took such nice care of me. But now, I'm ready for my coaches. As James buffered up to the coaches, he could hear the passengers gossiping about him. Why couldn't they have that nice green engine come back? Even the coaches whispered, Emily pulled us better than James ever did. What right does he have to come back? James was at a loss for words. At first, he wanted to cry, but soon he sparked up again. Oh, I'll show those silly passengers and coaches how well I can pull them. James started up, but he began too slow and couldn't pick up speed. Philip had to give James a good start. He was embarrassed. Oh dear, what will the passengers say? I'll show them how splendid I am for sure. James pulled into the station, but he stopped too fast, and the passengers got a jolt. Oh dear. The passengers stepped outside and talked about how horrible their ride was. He started too slow and stopped too fast. He's all paint and no skill. Emily would have done it a lot nicer. James was humiliated. But I tried so hard to make this ride so smooth. Why couldn't I do it right? Just then, Emily passed by with a goods train.
Hi, James. How are you? You seem a bit down.
Please, Emily, I just want to be alone right now.
All right, James. I hope you feel better soon.
You're the reason I feel this way. Oh, Stanley, thank you for getting my coaches ready for me. I'm in for a splendid day today. I'm gonna give the passengers a ride they've never had before. Okay. Have a safe trip. Oh, don't worry. I will. Whoa. Connor. James was going to give the passengers a ride they'd never had, but that meant maintaining his speed for the entire journey. Then, he began to get cocky. If I get the passengers to the station quickly, surely they'll prefer me over Emily. Up ahead, Emily was chuffing with a goods train. When she reached a junction, we're waiting for Connor to pass by. Shouldn't be long. Bother Emily. Bother the passengers. Bother the coaches. I'm not dirty or slow. I'll show them who's the most splendid engine on the whole railway.
That must be James. But why is he coming in so fast? Connor might... Oh no! I need to warn James! James, stop! You're going to crash into Connor!
I'm what? Oh, James!
James, are you alright?
I don't know.
Didn't damage yourself, did you?
Please, just leave me alone. The next day, James wouldn't start. His fire went out, and there wasn't enough steam. My fire's too weak. I can't chuff. But then it did start, and James refused to move. The Fat Controller spoke sternly to James. Come on, James, you have coaches to pull. Don't you like that job? Sir, as I've mentioned before, I can't move, so find another engine to do so, please. If you won't go, then I'll have to keep you in the shed until you're ready to be a good engine. And he walked back to his car. Meanwhile, at Knapford Station, Emily chuffed by. This is a horrible railway. They should refund our tickets. There's no engine.
But that's James' train. Is he alright? James kept trying to do his normal jobs better, but that only started after I pulled his train. Was he jealous of the attention I got from the passengers? But he's always so confident in himself. What could he be thinking?
When Emily arrived, James was still arguing with his driver. Now I have too much steam. It'll be dangerous if I move.
James, what's wrong?
Emily.
James, please, tell me what's bothering you.
Nothing is wrong, Emily. In fact, I've never been prouder.
Then why are you refusing to pull your train?
Because I can't move. How about you pull the train instead? The passengers love you. Splendid Emerald Emily. You pulled their train so nicely, and I only give bumpy rides, and your paintwork is so pretty, and mine sucks, and I can't seem to do anything right, so why even try at all?
James, I understand your frustration, but if you get out there and try, it'll be better than sitting here and not trying at all.
What's the point?
The point is, you're a strong, capable engine. I can't pull cars up hills the way you do. The reason I give smooth rides is that I'm incapable of reaching your speeds. You have the ability, James. Please understand that. I wish I could be in your position.
Wow, Emily, I never knew that. I guess I've been a bit of a jerk. I'm sorry. I really am.
Speaking about hills,
Said the yard manager.
there's an important train of horses that needs to be delivered from Knapford for the horse race at the Earl's estate.
Oh, that's my job.
Well, it was your job. However, considering that James is still here, Sir Topham Hatt has switched your jobs around. James will pull the horses and Emily the passengers. James, there are many important visitors attending this race, and they will need a ride back to Knapford later tonight. Will you be willing to take them back?
Well, I'll try my best. Together, Emily and James chuffed out a tip of sheds, and James buffered up to the horse train. Later, James came back with the passengers.
How was it, James?
Oh, it was lovely. The gentlemen truly understood how to speak to an engine, and they called me splendid.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was all because of you, Emily, so thank you.